could be a good backdrop for tech and crypto. I think what's happening here, though, is that the tech earnings were so bad, and social media was such a like probably too much of an influence on on the tech market that and the whole market got really imbalanced there through that COVID lockdown, basically all locking in our prison cells and forcing us to use Amazon. So of course Amazon has no choice; they have to report ridiculously huge numbers. Now that they're sort of letting up on all that, it shouldn't surprise us that Amazon has to sort of unwind a bit. If anything, I'm a bit surprised that Apple has done as well as it has. The earnings numbers weren't great. They were just sort of like in line with expectations. I guess it just goes to show how beat up the stock has been over the past 6 8 months. I suppose we always argue that what is that? That's a 30% correction in price. That's a pretty substantial fall. And then you have this beautiful outside upside reversal off of those lows. So, I guess thinking about counter trend rallies makes perfect sense. I suppose good to see the market darlings holding in there. Be interesting to see what that Tesla looks like. Not nearly as much. I don't think Tesla is really now a market darling anymore, I think that's sort of yesterday's news. What I did find interesting, of course, is that Twitter is probably now Musk's sort of main distraction. This stock, if I understand correctly, is going to be delisted off of the NYSE. So if you wanted to play this, ironically enough, I think the way that you play this is through Doge. So if I'm not mistaken, I think Musk would like to use Doge in the future, and everything that we do TA wise. I think I was barking about this the other day. Boom. So what a surprise! Right down into reload zones. Anybody's taking the education program, this is exactly what you're here to learn. So what a surprise. Boom. Double bottom, especially right down in there, and away we go. We had talked a little bit about this on the Wednesday show. Unfortunately, on Wednesday, that was like there. You kind of missed the trade. It's gone. But you can see it's pretty well telegraphed down there at about 6 cents. And here we are now, 8.5. So are all the and it's so funny because my hunch is all the people that listened to Alan and bought Doge before, they probably never did sell. So now they're all going to get right back on the bandwagon about how wonderful Doge is. But if I was going to write a newsletter and say, when do you really want to take a look at these things? I'd say, but I think it's now. There. Something like that. And I mean, realistically, believe it or not, 38.2 is probably a pretty good little initial objective. Collins dump chaser zone in this case. So, boom, there we go. 38.2 is all the way up at 31 cents. So is there any kind of money to be made here? I think so. I haven't really heard what's his face going on about Doge. Probably, ironically enough, as soon as he starts talking about it, then the trade's probably over. So anyway, I mean, there you go. Merry Fishmas.